Hello everybody, this is Mark Blanton from the Real South Africa.
And I am Latasha Blanton, also with the Real South Africa.
And you guys are welcome to sunny South Africa. If this is your first time, this is your opportunity to come with Phil Scott with his channel.
And they will be here on March 16th through the 25th, 2022. The cost does include the flight, most meals, and your domestic flight in country from Johannesburg to Cape Town. The cost is $5,500 per person sharing and $6,150 per person wanting a single room.
Now, at this point, you don't need any extra shots. Only thing you need to do is have a negative COVID test prior to you leaving. And then, of course, upon departure, we will get you another COVID test. And then that's it. So that's really all you need. And, of course, a passport.
So no shots, no vaccines, no nothing. Just get to South Africa. We'll see you here.
Many years before the colonial invasion of Africa, there existed one of the most powerful kingdoms between what is now modern-day Mauritania and Mali, located at the south of the Sahara Desert and northwest of the Senegal and Niger River. The Ghana Kingdom that existed between 830 to 1235 AD remains one of the strongest ever and richest African kingdoms with a rich culture. It is often mistaken for modern-day Ghana, formerly known as the Gold Coast. Before thriving as a successful kingdom, the kings and leaders of Ghana were authoritarians and very particular about taxes. They gained more power by intelligent exploitation and trade passing. The kings also acted as the leaders of traditional cults. They were served by their subjects and priests who were practically made to worship them. Known as the king of the people or the people's king, King Tenkmenin, who ruled the kingdom around the 9th century, is considered as one of the greatest African kings. During his reign, the kingdom flourished and became very wealthy, reaching its peak in economic wealth and power. Tenkmenin structured his leadership so well and was able to manage time and resources. He was very particular about taxes and made it a point to collect taxes which would later be useful to benefit the people of his kingdom. Before his leadership, there was a growing tension between the traditionalists and Muslims on the land. Through reaching out to the people and sometimes joining his Muslim servers for prayers, Tenkmenin was successful at getting rid of the tension that existed. Though there was no written evidence, it is said that Tenkmenin, at a point in his leadership, lived in the middle of the kingdom in between the Muslim and traditional towns to enhance equality and peace. Tenkmenin was very concerned about the social well-being of his people, breaking the rules of dignity and higher worship of a ruler. He worked with his messengers every day. Tenkmenin made it a point to ride on a horse and speak with the people in the town. He would spend long hours addressing their issues. He sent out his servants to speak and seek the opinions of his people on issues that affected the kingdom before making decisions. He also allowed that the people remained in his presence when they came to him with their issues and made it a point that they stayed until there was some form of resolution. King Tenkmenin said no one should be denied an audience. His reign was very short but is considered as one of the biggest structured monarchs. He died in 1075. However, about 1,000 years later, Abraham Lincoln, who became the 16th president of the United States in America in 1861, was recognized as the father of democracy after giving his famous Gettysburg Address. The Gettysburg Address was delivered during the Civil War in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, a dedication of the Soldiers' National Cemetery 4 months after the defeat at the Battle of Gettysburg. In his address, Lincoln clearly stated that the government of the people, by the people, for the people shall not perish on earth. Abraham Lincoln's aim as president was to promote equality to all citizens. Before becoming president, he was an American statesman and a lawyer. He declared moral and social opposition to slavery and was politically attacked as an abolitionist in the 1850s. On the 19th of November 1963, Abraham Lincoln made the speech which is now recognized as one of the greatest speeches in American and world history. Tecumseh ruled 1,000 years before Abraham Lincoln became president, which also states the fact perhaps King Tecumseh of ancient Ghana should be renamed as the father of democracy, both in declaration and in practice. And in regards to what is happening with most of our governments in present day life, I think it would be a good thing to do if our leaders today look back to the deeds of King Tecumseh. What do you think, dear brothers and sisters, about that story, and how do you relate it to present days? My name is Osie The Born Child. Thank you so much for watching. I'll be seeing you in another video, but until next time, please don't forget to subscribe.
Colonization never ended in the white supremacist system. And as we see today, the colonization is in the mind. Now, those who have been enslaved and those who have been colonized, we're still dealing with the remnants of that through the colonization of the mind. Pick up my book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, and we will help deprogram you from the colonization that was put upon you by generations and generations of white supremacy. You can pick it up today on Amazon.com.